I am cooking shrimp with snow peas, thyme, and broccoli. I cooked the shrimp in a little water, and now I'm just heating up. I'm going to add a little water. So I'm using my yourself too. Have your own show. You know what I'm saying? If you look good like myself, if you're pretty, if you're happy. Everyone's pretty, right? Just bad personalities. I am adding ginger. So this is the ginger. I cut a piece of the ginger. This is ginger. In the store, usually they're not cut. See the end? This is ginger. And then I cut this piece so you can see it's white. And you can add it. And then you add about a couple of broccoli. Just a half a head of broccoli. Or half a flower broccoli. And then you have your chopped onions. So I'm the only one eating this. This is for me. So I just make a recipe for women who are making a recipe just for themselves. Men. So Colby, right? I don't know if he likes Asian food. So it's like a military wedding. So I already added hot sauce, about 1 teaspoon. And I added vinegar, hot sauce, and 1/4 teaspoon of teriyaki. So we listened to the Mayor de Blasio. What did he say? So this is me, Stephanie. Hi! I'm going to chop this, a Spanish purple red onion. And I use 1/4 of the onion. And I'm adding white rice. So I have the broccoli. I don't have any brown rice. I forgot to get brown rice. So you can have beans. You gotta have broccoli and the snow peas. So snow peas have fiber in it. So we're good. And then we have our white rice. So just 1 serving of white rice. So I'm adding this, just 1 serving. And the shrimp, that's all we need. That's all I need. So I'm married to Kobe Bryant. I know people are worried. I think he's a nice guy. I mean, I don't think he would hurt me like his mother hurt me as a kid. So let's just do that, right? So, what did I want to talk about today? So I have articles to write today, and then I have lists. And then Mayor de Blasio had his press conference talking about a battle against violence. He said to summarize what he says, we depend on grassroots efforts to solve violence. You know, a lot of grass makes you happy. Grass, trees, being at the park, being on vacation where you see a lot of grass and trees, at the beach, near lakes, near rivers. Near rivers is what I really wanted to say. And so we have the citywide violence prevention plan. So he talked about that with Commissioner Shea. Commissioner Shea talked about that too. And Commissioner Shea said we have no intention to give back any blocks to the gang members. So anyone that wants to start a nonprofit that can start a nonprofit to help people not use violence to do anything. So there's been an uptick in violence in the Bronx, Brooklyn, maybe in Harlem, and maybe it's time for us to start businesses in Harlem, the Bronx, other places, in New York City, to help serve the good people. So, planning a wedding. It looks really great. I know that I probably want to wear a sleeveless but strapped wedding dress. So that's good. I don't know what my mother would wear. I don't know what she's wearing, but we have to get some magazines, don't we? Usually the brides get all the magazines and they look, so I know I like reading the magazine articles. You get a lot of ideas from magazine articles. And, so on Monday, July 20th, is Phase 4, City of New York, said Mayor de Blasio of the City of New York. So, and he said, we are so happy. So, and I'm quoting him, he said, we are so happy to see baseball coming back next week. So that's great. He's from Brooklyn. You know, I'm a Mets and a Yankee fan, I think. Right? I don't know. Miami Marlins fan. So we love the men. So let's talk about, there were a lot of questions asked. So do I say this person's name? He talked about open streets. So we love open streets in the restaurants. A lot of restaurants have their tables out on the street. You can walk on the street. You can relax in New York City. I'm just cooking the ginger and the broccoli, just a little. I think the ginger is cooking. So maybe I'll go to a ComStat meeting. I don't really write about crime, but a lot of cops start nonprofit organizations or for-profit organizations, if allowed, to be able to combat crime as they work, and that helps them be able to live wherever they want to live. And that's about it for today. Except the vice president and the president. What do I need? So I want to write about the Catawba River, and I learned that near the Catawba River, Lake Norman, is where the Trump company has a golf course. So that's a good place to get married, right? Or by the beach in North Carolina, Wilmington, North Carolina. I've never been to the beach in Wilmington, North Carolina. Yet I've been to Wilmington, North Carolina. So let's talk about Asheville, North Carolina. Interesting place. Has a lot of great tourist buildings where you can go see buildings, nice buildings. Y'all can look up at Google or search for Asheville. I graduated from college. I have no problem reading, usually, except you know, when I grow up, sometimes I speak in, you know, some type of different grammar. So that's debatable among African Americans who have different grammatical skills. Or we just learn to speak differently because parents might be from the South or another nation. So we just might speak differently. So let me write, I wrote it down, it's right in order. So watch American History TV. On American History TV, I posted it on my website. Oh, I'm about to post it right now. It's about Fort Monroe Casemate Museum. So I'm going to post it on my website, IntelligentLuxuryMagazine.com. So I like watching American History TV, Book TV. Governor Northam in the Commonwealth of Virginia on Tuesday. In August. Go to governor.virginia.gov to learn more about what he is doing in Virginia. And then the Oklahoma Public Library talked about so many people use the libraries. So I thank them for sending them information. The Oklahoma Public Libraries, good libraries. Oh, that's so sad. Right now I'm wearing a Walmart. See? Sometimes I don't wear button-up shirts. I always have that, right? So that's good. Isn't that good? It's supposed to be tied. It is. Do people have a problem with larger women showing their stomach? Is it a gut or is it their stomach? Or some people get a little excited when they reach puberty. You get a little mean. You get a little angry. There's men. There's enough men. Or, I guess there is. So then, let's talk about the World Surf League. And then November 2020 in Maui, they might have the World Surf League. So you can Google World Surf League, their website. And then Virginia, the Commonwealth of Virginia, you can bid on graduation yearbook and branding. Bid on that if you're not a, bad person. So this is great. The vice president is going to, sorry, I did write it down. Just have to read my handwriting, right? Ripon College, Ripon, Wisconsin, to deliver remarks about socialism. I definitely want to listen to that today. And Ripon, Wisconsin is the birthplace of the Republican Party. So that's really good. And the president today, I wrote it down. I thought I wrote it down. Isn't it as bad? This person should be arrested today. Apparently, the fat, heavy-set comedian who raped me at 3, she impersonated a youth with the same name and lived in my apartment complex in Nyack. And I think he owns a strip club. So he probably hired her to be my friend at about 5 years old. But then I had another person that I knew in high school who physically assaulted me, and her aunt has the same first name. So that's sad. So this is great. So can y'all see me, huh? So yesterday, President Trump spoke to Prime Minister Morrison of Australia to discuss security in the Indo-Pacific region. So the Indo-Pacific region, that's important. And they're still talking about the World Health Organization. So maybe they need people to help the World Health Organization here in America or in other nations about healthcare, about dentists paying for your dental healthcare. Sometimes health insurance doesn't cover dental healthcare. When I talk about this, so Book TV this weekend, Newt Gingrich, Trump and the American Future, Solving the Great Problems of Our Time. That might be on. I may watch it. I mean, I did read what was it? One of his books. So, I'm a debater. I was a debater. I like debating. So I was thinking I was going to have my own debate. Just a fun debate. Some people like to debate. Just debate certain things. It's fun to have a debate. But not with politicians, with people who are not politicians. So, Facebook, The Inside Story by Stephen Levy on Afterwards. That looks great. I like reading the New York Times cooking section. And they'll tell you what to cook this weekend, Mr. Sifton. So I have people to read, so I want to quickly read what people send me. So I'm so happy that they send me things. Lehigh Valley Hospital in the Poconos, nationally recognized as the best maternity care hospital by Newsweek. Reported Lehigh Valley Hospital. Thank you for that information. If you want to have a baby, you can have a baby at any hospital. So LVH Pocono is thrilled to have scored better than Target in all 5 categories measured by the Leapfrog Group for Maternity Care, said Elizabeth Wise, president of LVH Pocono. And she said other things, but I won't read it. Bahama Breeze. They have a menu. Not worth it, huh? Not worth it. It is not worth stalking people. And I pray they go to prison. So I'm on Sex Attracted to Men. So you have the American Marketing Association. Great organization. Thank you for sending me that information. I like reading Better Homes and Gardens magazine. Great ideas. Thank you for the press releases. So, the quote from Mayor de Blasio about baseball. Police Commissioner Shea, the increase in shootings and violence tears at the fabric of our life in our city, is a quote. So thank you for sending me that information. He has such a great accent, doesn't he? Do you hear his accent? Is he Irish? So that's interesting. Such a great accent. So Commissioner Shea, NYPD. Oh, this is interesting. So it's great to see C-SPAN, Kellyanne, Miss Conway from the White House. She talked to different reporters about the Asia virus. I'm not a virus, yet I might be part Asian. Or all Asian. Isn't that interesting? Yale has an admissions fair. So go to yale.edu to learn more about their admissions fairs. Crate and Barrel. I need a book. I need a bookshelf. Should I buy a bookshelf before I move? I should just put the books in boxes, right? Boxes. Should I use Coldwell Banker? So let's talk about NATO. Talk about Michael Jordan sponsoring this. I was creating a website. I wonder what the name of his website should be that lists all of his projects, companies, endorsements. So I was like, oh, he has restaurants in Connecticut, Illinois, and in Washington. The restaurant in Illinois is not a casino, and those are steak houses. So I like steak. So women should eat maybe steak every day. So let's talk about NATO. NATO, National Atlantic Treaty Organization. So the Secretary General is going to took part in a Spanish commemoration of the victims of the virus. Oh, I don't think anyone's a victim. Is that the joke? You know what the joke is? That someone should arrest this person. They'll be in prison. I feel bad that people have to be in prison for raping me and stalking me. So then, definitely for people that are watching, don't share with bad people. The NAHB International Builders Show. So that's going to be next year, and I was thinking about that, attending that event. So you do have to pay usually to attend these events. Let's say in Virginia, graduation yearbook branding. Great opportunity for people to start a business maybe, or you may have to have experience. So get an experience, The vice president is going to Wisconsin today. They told me to. I think he's going to Wisconsin today. You know what? I think I have to report about it the next day. Is someone lying to me? Don't people say it right? Alright, so, it's interesting. The vice president and his wife are, always talking about the United States-Mexico-Canada agreement. And that would be interesting. Remember to look at your historical society to learn more. You know what magazine I like to read? Commercial Property Executive, when I am able to read. Yeah. The governor is not speaking right now, or maybe he didn't want me to see what he's speaking about right now. Sorry. So they talk about the Manhattan office market at cpexecutive.com. Biotech firms expand in a research triangle with new headquarters. That's Cushman and Wakefield. Oh, so that's pretty good. And they talk about different projects at CPE. So they're leasing a corporate park in New Jersey. Hyatt opens 2 Berkshire Hospitality properties. So Berkshire has properties with Hyatt, and you might be able to have properties with Hyatt. So I have some. Anyway, so then the Renaissance Baltimore Harbor Place Hotel commands $80 million. So I wonder why they're selling the property. Why do people sell the property if it's in a nice locale? Residents, I said residents, the Renaissance Harbor Place, sorry for that mistake, image courtesy of a photograph company. The Boutini Polling Group has acquired the 622-key Renaissance Baltimore Harbor Place from the Sunshine Hotel Investor Inc. for $80 million. So, where are new property types? Let me think. We want retail or office? I think I want retail. So thank you. Let me tell you what the president did in the past. Yesterday, they talked about, I didn't want to say in the past, I wanted to say yesterday. So President Trump, he spoke yesterday. Let's talk about what he talked about yesterday, because I wanted to talk about it. He had remarks. So the President Trump had remarks on rolling back regulations. So I don't think I read my new notebook or my old notebook. I think I wrote this in my old notebook. So let me talk about rolling back regulations. Don't regulations help keep us safe? So I don't know all about that. It depends on which regulations. So it does depend on the regulation. So he spoke with Vice President Pence, Commerce Secretary Ross was in attendance, the Health and Human Services Secretary Azar. They all, and Transportation Secretary, so rolling back regulations. I think we need regulations. It just depends on what type of regulations are going to be rolled back. So I don't see a list of the regulations that are going to be rolled back, because that would be nice. Someone hacked my computer and deleted my email. I did not accidentally delete it. Or maybe my mom accidentally deleted it. She doesn't check my email anymore, but she may have been given permission to check my email in the past. They say to do that in case you die, right? So this is great. Man, so rolling back regulations. I don't know which regulation. I did read the speech, but I know the industry, but specific regulations are. So, unalienable rights and securing our freedom. This is really interesting. So, U.S. Secretary of State, National Constitution Center. Oh, we love the Constitution Center. That's in Philadelphia. So, Ms. Glendon is the Commission on Unalienable Right. Oh, this is great. So y'all can read more about that. Maybe I'll talk about that another time. So right now I don't film a long show because it takes me a long time to read and conduct research. So isn't that great? So let's talk about the encyclopedia. Don't we love reading that every day? I have to check my food. So President Trump in 2018 met with Russian President Vladimir Putin. It's interesting, Russia, isn't it? I would love to travel to Russia. You know what? In 1999, American publisher John F. Kennedy Jr., he died. But I really liked his magazine, George. I thought it was a nice political magazine. The broccoli is now cooked. I've just kind of put it on low. And you can add 1 tablespoon of oil. And I think that's it. So I'm a member of the NAACP, and I pray to see members. You have to be a member to go to the convention. I hope they save a space for my mom and I, maybe my father. I wonder if he could speak. Do y'all pay speakers? security there. Oh, I don't think he's purchasing tables anymore from but that's alright, you know. I you know, you know what a lot of people say? Just say nothing. Right. Oh, you know what? The Society of Architectural Historians opportunities. I'm sorry, I missed the historical meeting this month. Alright. I don't have a car right now, but I will soon. Oh, this is great. The Society of Architectural Historians has a weekly roundup. And I think Land Trust virtual teaching. They talk about California in the 70s, the role of arts and humanities during a pandemic, and other things. So I think I have other meetings that I told people that I would attend. Oh, in a couple of minutes, my friend is having a show. So I have to watch that. So y'all, you know, shop at Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's. Hey, free people. Free people sold at usually either in a section at Macy's and near a section near sometimes in Lord & Taylor. And my shirts that I purchased were probably from maybe Lord & Taylor because I used to work at the store Lord & Taylor. And great store. But there's a section, sometimes they have discount free people in the discount section. And I like my shirt. It's kind of like ripped. It's like ripped. You know, if you have ripped clothes, smile. You know, at least you know, are trying to be good, right? So it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. So then they have conferences, this association, and Design for Climate Action. But I really think about, you know, it's really important to record this history, so I have to get that program going. Not knocking door to door without background checks, but maybe the list can give us a list of safe homes to go to if we go to the police station to get it. Is that possible? And take a DNA test? I think it's great meeting people and maybe getting their history, talking to them, taking photographs of the home. Or maybe they can send it to the to university history departments or historical societies. Usually there's a historical society and a town historian. And town historian is usually hired by the government. So it's really important to list the history of your home. Even if you might have had a bad life, you know. And anyway, what was I thinking? I think this place is for sale. It's auction August 19th, minimum bid, $104 million. The El Hermitage Beverly Hills. The El Hermitage Beverly Hills in Beverly Hills, California. Being sold by company. So, court-ordered sale. That's on August 19th. Can I say the name of the company? So y'all can Google that. Maybe attorneys can find information for your realtor. Walker and Dunlop. What are we talking about? So Mr. Warnick and Mr. Newton, they have arranged $52 million in financing for 3 all-age manufactured housing communities located in Chicago. Looks like mobile homes. So thank you, Chicago Tribune, for sending me alerts. You know, all mayors in all cities are trying to help, I believe. Yet I'm only sexually attracted to men. Oh, this is great, Newark. In a few minutes I have to watch my friend's show. But the City of Newark, Newark Housing Authority, and Invest in Newark, Newark's Economic Development Corporation. So call the Economic Development Corporation. They'll tell you about economic development zones or different types of zones. And they launched the first of a kind program to provide Section 8 recipients with vouchers to purchase their first home. It is a pilot program of the Land Bank, created by Mayor Barack, the Municipal Council, and administered by Invest Newark. He said, he didn't say that, the Section 8 Home Ownership Conversion Program is a public and private sector stakeholder program that increases home ownership opportunities for low and moderate income families. So I'm not from Newark. Great city. I like shopping in Newark. Shopping for food. They have a lot of nice stores there on their main street there in Newark. Diversity Inc. is in Newark. Is that alright if someone touches your hand during an interview like that? I don't know. I had an interview there once. You know why I got the job? I have my own company. You know why I got the interview? Because I had my own company before. I guess people think, sometimes we slow. We in the suburbs. They're going slow. We ain't Dubois. I don't got Dubois' budget. I don't got Tom Brokaw's budget. Yet I want to read that novel about Route 66, and that's what made me think of writing about Route 9W. So I know Derek Jeter's editing that right now. I might have submitted that story, right, for one of his publications, right? I'm a smart mouth. No, I just said right. Oh, so y'all, I think I have to go watch the show, but I had another show to watch too, so I watched both at the same time. It was interesting. Yesterday, remember we talked about Starbucks? I watched that show, and diversity at Starbucks. They have a little bit of a Middle Eastern food. They have Middle Eastern food on their menu, a little hummus. And I watched that yesterday with NERF, the National Retail Federation. So I watched that video. That was interesting. I need to finish watching it. I didn't see all of it. So I'm going to finish watching that today. Isn't that great? So thank y'all, Newark. I might start a store in Newark. I mean, I don't know how dangerous it is. What's security? Maybe I'll please talk about retail security for women who own their own business. Remember this International Builder Shows? It's great to go to shows, so I'm going to go there. You should really be nice to people. Oh God, y'all, people should be nice to people. I'm talking to you on Facebook, but not anyone in particular. So, I try to practice my Spanish with the L times. So the este volante no es lo que parece, and that means something. Y'all can Google it on Google. So I have to practice my Spanish. To practice it. Is that bad onion cake? That's different. I don't have time to translate for people. Thank you, Oklahoma Libraries. So what do I want to say about the Oklahoma Libraries? So the annual Public Library Survey report shows that more than 100 million Americans visited public libraries. So the public library is a great place to go to study. And maybe we need a 24-hour library. Not my idea. But I definitely, 24-hour library is open for people that need to work. And maybe one library can be open 24 hours one day. People to study for their finals, for tests, what other type of things. To type when they didn't have time to type. On my website, I wrote about Mayor de Blasio's awardees. So this is really interesting for people who have businesses or nonprofit organization. They really gave $10,000 to specific people, so that's on IntelligentLuxuryMagazine.com. And my computer, better. So, of course, if you hear people, maybe you can't hear them because like a military level of audio. They should just stop stalking me. Right, y'all? I know I look great from every side, don't I? I do. I have to show a side, right? Keep going if you don't look perfect. Remember, no one's perfect. Don't have plastic surgery unless you are injured. Don't get injured to have plastic surgery to lose weight. New York Boulders drive-in movie. Oh, there's a New York Boulders? Oh, that looks good. I won't be seeing that movie. Oh, they canceled it. Thank God. Ooh, how old am I? I'm remembering. That lady's a stalker. Oh, so should I talk about this dude? No, but I emailed you. Alright. Oh, I wanted to watch this Eastern Shore Chamber of Commerce meeting. That's on Facebook, y'all. So if you search for Eastern Shore Chamber of Commerce on Facebook, you may be able to. Thank you, Governor Lamont. Connecticut's response efforts. Wow, a lot of people have been affected by this person. That's sad. I hope that they're able to be. Oh, the video ended. I missed this. I have to rewatch it. I thought I had another opportunity. Oh, I do. So I have to watch my friend's show on Facebook Live. Oh, she's a PhD. That's why she hasn't been in touch with people. I'm gonna get on that PhD. But what do I know? I might make my own PhD. Mix it with, not mix it. I don't know, you know. But I might get a PhD in. I wanted a PhD in history. People want me to go to law school, but don't you need to know history to know about law? So legal history or regular history to write. But then I said PhD in African American Studies would help me write a lot of about history. But then American Studies or World Studies should include African American Studies, right? Because I like all types of history. Oh, so let me tell you, Governor Pompeo had remarks at the Economic Club of New York. So I would love to go to the Economic Club. I like talking about economics. And I took economics and did pretty good in economics. Why do people hate people that went to college that are nice? So, Secretary Pompeo graduated from West Point. And do you know Secretary Pompeo? I actually live near West Point. So you soldiers, we love when they drive through town in their uniforms. We love that. I love the men driving by. So what did he say? I gotta go. I'll tell y'all what he said tomorrow. But he talked about South China, the Philippines, Malaysia, the Vietnamese. I don't know if I want to eat Vietnamese food right now from the restaurants that are near me. But there might be other restaurants. I don't know. You gotta find out who owns the restaurants. But he may travel to the UK and Denmark. That sounds fun. And I thank you for giving. Oh, so the Florida State Conference at NAACP, y'all. I watched that. I watched part of it. I wasn't eating. I was hungry. Was I eating? Alright, so a virtual town hall presented by the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. Those are the cute dogs, and they go like that. And Michael Jordan's a Kappa, and he has the cane. I guess, who's Omega? Is Mr. Johnson Omega? It's another fraternity. They talk about social action featuring NAACP President Johnson. So that was great that they talked. Mr. Clyburn, the Honorable Clyburn, the Honorable Mr. Thompson, Honorable Marion, and then Mr. Johnson. I wonder if the other Mr. Johnson, are they related? So that was great for him to talk about that. So thank you for emailing me that information on Florida State Conference with the virtual town hall. The fraternity has a lot of charities and nonprofit organizations that they support. They also help students. So it's really, they have a lot of programs. You know what I really love? Judge Nelson, right? He had a Spelman jazz concert. Oh, these people played instruments, and it was great. So that's all I have for today. Remember to Google Michael Jordan, and I believe next month maybe you can go to an NBA game, but the Miami Marlins will start playing next month. And I didn't get my email link yet. I received a press release yesterday about the Miami Marlins. So, travel to Miami. Stay in South Beach, or you have to leave early if you stay in South Beach to go to the game. So I don't know where the games are going. I have to add my onion, and I'll be done.